Hello and welcome to Millis Community Media's coverage of Millis Mohawk varsity football. I'm Paul Ayton alongside Brett McGowan, getting ready to bring you tonight's action between the Weston Wildcats and your Mohawks. The Wildcats, they come in, Brett, 1-1, coming off a loss to Medfield, 28-14. On the flip side, Mohawks riding high, coming off of last week's win. Before we think about this one, Brett, take us back to last week because it was pretty great. School's buzzing.
The school is definitely buzzing. Lots of excitement. People are talking about the football team. We had a great offensive and defensive performance, coming from behind and scoring with a minute to go to take the lead, and then knocking the ball down on the last play of the game. So it was a great win for the Mohawks. Good for the team, good for everybody in the program.
Yeah, so Brett, as we turn the page to tonight, Weston, good team, lots of size out there. Watching the quarterback for Weston throw the ball, looks like he throws a pretty good ball.
He does.
What are your initial thoughts?
Initial thoughts is they run the option, so we've got to make sure that we have the edge, the Mohawks do. Also, this could be a big night for Michael Tobin, as he's going to go up against their big guy that we were just talking about there, number 77. So I'm really hoping Michael has a big game tonight.
He'll need to step up for sure. When we say big, folks, we mean big. He's a 6'5", 200-plus high school student who I'm sure can bring it a little bit. Mohawks' offensive line will have to continue their good play if Owen's going to get a chance to throw the ball downfield. I think we'll get some points tonight, Brett.
I think we will, because I've been told that Weston likes to play man-to-man on defense, which if Owen can get time, that could be a deciding factor.
For sure. All right, folks. Well, we're getting ready for game time. We'll be right back with the first quarter.
Go Mohawks.
And the national anthem is completed. Fans are starting to settle in. Brett and the teams, they flipped the coin. Weston won the toss. They opted to defer the second half. Mohawks will get the ball, get ready to go. See if they can get off to a fast start.
Well, let's hope so. Let's get a nice return, and then you're putting the ball in the hands of Owen Caulfield. And I like that.
So I think we'll see Dylan McGuire, Matt Noonan head deep. See if they go with two. If historically they've gone with three deep, it looks like, at least initially, see a two-man formation back there. Maybe set up for a return, to your point, Brett.
Weston is known for gadget plays on the kickoff.
Yeah, certainly.
Looks like we're aware of it.
Yes, and that's a nice observation for sure. We saw last week, that short onside kick paid dividends for Blackstone Millville.
And doing the kicking on us for the Western Wildcats will be number 8, Cam Court. Back deep to receive for the Mohawks, number 10, Matt Noonan, and number 24, Dylan McGuire.
Yeah, so we see Lincoln Hart on the front line, and he's usually on the back line receiving the ball.
Yeah.
It's like maybe a good hands people right up front.
Well, certainly a couple injuries coming off Blackstone Millville. Noah Ryan, David Barisano. Gonna watch this one. So both starters on special teams. So maybe some of those injuries forcing some movement. So we have our whistle. Weston just about ready to kick off. Number 8, Cam Court, to do the honors. Kick is off on its way. Matt Noonan settles under it. He's got it on the 15, cuts up to the 20, 25. And he'll settle down just shy of the 30.
It was a 17-yard return.
First in on the hit was
Noonan.
number 17, Massimino Bookbinder, and assisted by a host of other Wildcats. And the Mohawks begin their initial drive of the game, 1st and 10 from their own 28.
So Mohawks come off with their first play from scrimmage. They go 4 wide. Caulfield in the shotgun. Sends McGuire in motion. Caulfield rolls to his right, throws, and it's off target. Matt Noonan, the intended receiver.
Caulfield's pass intended. Matt Noonan falls incomplete. Number 2, Alex Palmer in on the coverage. Incomplete pass brings up 2nd and 10.
So just a rare little misfire there by Owen, Brett. Matt definitely had some room. Nice play rolled out. Not a lot of pressure.
The ball just wasn't thrown just far enough, maybe a yard more. It's hard to throw on the run, Paul.
Yeah, I don't want to do it, that's for sure. Owen makes it look easy. So once again, Mohawks go to their 4 wide, this time Owen under center. He'll hand off to Pat Halloran. Halloran's got a couple,
Pat Halloran
maybe.
carry for the Mohawks.
It's going to set up a 3rd and long.
Several Wildcats in on the tackle. Down the bottom of it was number 10, Ryan Hinckley. Gain of about a yard brings up a 3rd down, 9.
Just go Boston. Hey, 24 to my side.
So Mohawks spread him out once again, 4 wide. Caulfield back to throw, lets it go deep, got some room, and it's deflected away. That's number 10
Caulfield's pass
for Weston.
Number 10, Ryan Hinckley in
Ryan
on the
Hinckley on the pass
Incomplete pass brings up
defense.
a 4th down and 9.
So Mohawks will send out the punt team here. Minute 2 off the clock, so pretty quick possession for your Mohawks.
Brody Barrett back in punt formation for the Mohawks.
So
Alex Palmer deep to receive the kickoff, the punt.
Mohawks, Brody Barrett. Feels the ball punt on its way. Comes down around the 42. Fair. Couldn't tell if that was a fair catch if he just went down, Brett, but
Weston will begin their initial drive of the game.
Either way, he'll fall forward to the 44 where they'll take over. 10:49 remaining in the first quarter.
Michael Tobin's lined up on 77.
As the matchup we were talking about, Brett, we'll see. We'll get early view of that. Wildcats spread them out 4 wide, similar formation to the Mohawks. They drop back. First play will be a pass. It's on its way in to the outside. Tries to cut around. Does beat a tackle. Is going to be bumped out of bounds, but not before. Picks up about 17 yards and a first down.
Hinckley's pass complete to Alex Palmer. Finally knocked out of bounds by Pat Halloran. Gain is 16 on the play. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats at the Mohawk 40.
Captain Pat Halloran making the tackle there. Seems to be Johnny on the spot off, and they pitch it out. Got the edge, cuts. Couple men that are going to bring him down at the 20, but another big gain, approximately 20 yards on that carry. First down carry will set him up on the 20-yard line. And the Wildcats go hurry up here. Cam Court in the shotgun.
He loves
the option, pitches it to 30. 30's gonna not get the edge.
Dylan McGuire, tackle for loss.
Yeah, Dylan McGuire indeed.
Take it down the backfield.
He shed his blocker and then made the tackle.
So Matthew Longacre on the pitch.
Second down 11.
Luke gives one back. Mohawk defense up to the task there.
Weston tried to catch them not ready there with the hurry up.
Yeah, not a bad idea, really. Spread him out, got him running down the field, got him on the heels a little bit. Mohawks step up. Joseph Bengali joins Cam Court in the backfield. Once again, 4 wide, 3 to the top. Miss. Snap was a little bit high. He does get it off. He's able to complete it. Cuts inside, 1 on his way, and he will not be caught. Touchdown, Weston.
Hinckley's pass is complete to Luke Betty. 21 yards out for a Wildcat score.
So the Mohawks put some pressure on the ball there, trying to take advantage of the high snap. Cam Court able to get rid of it, just throws it into the flat, and number 1, Luke Betty does the rest.
He did, and he got by Lincoln Hart there, who missed the tackle.
So,
And
as
Cam Court will attempt the extra point for the Wildcats out of the hold of Alex Palmer.
frequently the case, the quarterback does the kicking. We see that a lot, Brett. Cam Court got some nice kicks and warm-ups. They put the ball down, kick is on the way, and it is
And Court kick is up and
good.
good.
Yep.
And with 8:44 remaining in the first quarter, the score is the Wildcats 7 and the Mohawks no score.
But as we saw last week, the Mohawks fell behind, and then they kept fighting. They never gave up.
Yeah, definitely. This is a resilient team. They'll battle. We definitely had to say. I mean, we think about last week's game. Only lead of the game. 1 minute left in the game, right? So it took a long time. They stayed in it. There were times when the game felt, quite frankly, you think, okay, maybe it's getting out of reach here. Down 10, 5-6 minutes left. They score the touchdown, and and then another one pretty quickly after that. So
They rose to the occasion.
So we'll hope for a competitive game in that sense. And looks like the Wildcats have a pretty well polished, experienced football team. I mentioned pretty good balance in the roster. 12 seniors, 5 juniors, 18 underclassmen. So certainly have a nice well of young players coming up, but a pretty experienced group as well. A lot of those seniors starting, for sure.
As do we. We have quite a few seniors starting on
Again,
on
Cam
our
Court
side as
How
well.
well might be a little less
again,
deep,
Matt
but
Noonan and Dylan McGuire.
I'm sure help is on the way. So Cam Court, once again, will do the honors, sets his team up. Kick it. Once again, Noonan's direction. It does bounce, gets by him. Matt's going to pick it up, going to have to run with it. He's got some room. Can he break a tackle? No. But he does get to the 20. That had disaster written all over it, Brad.
It did.
Tommy Kickham.
I saw the lane. He was going towards it.
I think a little bit of excitement behind us from the Weston side. Couldn't really tell if Matt tried to kind of block the ball with his leg. I don't think he got it, but boy, that would have been an interesting call if Weston could have got to that. Number 7 for Weston down. We'll see what's happening there. So with 8:36 remaining in the first quarter, we'll take an injury timeout. We'll be right back.
So a nice hand for Justin Marks.
So the sophomore Justin Marks gets up under his own power and looks like he's moving pretty good with their athletic trainer.
Always good to see a player walk off the field.
No doubt about it, no doubt. So Mohawks will start right at their own 20. Once again, spread the offense out. Trying to get a look at that backfield. They think it's Halloran.
It is.
They hand it off. Up the middle, plenty of room. It's going to pick up a first down. Patrick Halloran, the captain.
Halloran on the carry.
More importantly, giving the offense a little bit of room to operate out to the 32, 33-yard line.
Taking down by number 12.
33, so 13-yard gain for Pat.
And assisted by Alex Palmer. Gain of 13. First and 10 for the Mohawks from the 33.
So far, Brett, offensive line holding up here, doing a pretty nice job. They're running, they're getting some time to pass. Mohawks set up 4 wide, Halloran in the backfield. Oh, we're going to get a first flag of the game.
Carry. Multiple flags are down.
Check that Matt Noonan was the running back with the ball. Right now it's a modest gain. We'll see what the call is.
Luke Betty and Lorenzo Tanzian on the tackle.
Holding.
Referees confer. Certainly came from that holding spot right down the line. Either an offsides or pointing towards the Mohawks. I think we're going to be moving back.
Holding's the call against the Mohawks.
They are moving them back, so the Halloran gain somewhat wiped away.
10-yard penalty. Makes a first down and 20.
So Mohawks will re-huddle.
Back at their 23-yard line.
So Owen takes his team to the line. So tough this end of the field, Breck, trying to get numbers from our vantage point. Caulfield in trouble, and he will go down.
Caulfield is sacked in the backfield.
So a little bit of a jailbreak there. Not much time for Owen.
By number 66, Owen Hawks.
3-step drop, looked up, and the defense was in his backyard.
Drop for a 5-yard loss, brings up a second down, 25.
So Mohawks last couple plays moving in the wrong direction.
Make that second down, 28.
So Mohawks come to the line, second down, 28 yards to go. Looking to get something going here. Certainly like to see them get some of this yardage back, Brett. So Caulfield tosses to get the edge. Get a little room, very little room. We'll pick up a couple positive yards there.
On a carry for the Mohawks, taken down by number 10, Ryan Hinckley. Pick up a 3 yards, brings up a third down and 25.
So from the Mohawk 18-yard line here, Caulfield's bringing the play in.
So closest hash to us, Barisano will bring his offensive line up. Weston comes kind of rushing the line. I think they're going to...
Timeout on the field taken by the Wildcats.
Weston takes the timeout. So thought that rush might be a little bit of pressure. Instead, it was just maybe a little late getting up there. Either way, they'll take a timeout. 6:06 remaining in the first quarter. Mohawks, I think, can take advantage of this too, try to regroup and get something going here on third down. We'll be right back. He's just distracting the hell out of me. That's all I can hear.
Is Hinckley ready? Is Hinckley ready?
Anybody scouting will hear all those calls too. So both teams head back to the field. All right, so both teams head back to the field. Apologies if you're hearing a little bit of background noise. We've got coordinator from Weston behind us, so trying to work through that. Owen Caulfield in shotgun, drops back. He's going to throw down the sideline. McGuire, he's got a little bit of contact, no flag.
Caulfield's pass intended for Pat Halloran.
So
Number 4, Colin Shorter in on the coverage.
So he let
Incomplete pass brings up a 4th down and 25.
let a little bit of early contact go there, Brett. You
Yes,
see
they did.
anything?
It was pretty close, Paul. Pretty close.
We have maroon colored glasses up here. We don't deny that, but yeah, like it's right in front of us, right on the 50-yard line. You know, certainly easy for us to see. Referees decided it wasn't enough there, so it's going to bring out a 4th down and long. Obviously, another punting situation for the Mohawks.
Alex Palmer deep
Certainly starting
In the
to lose the
formation to
field
receive the
position
punt.
game here a bit early.
from Brody Barrett.
It is true. I need Brody to use his leg here and boom one.
Yeah, it'd be nice to see Brody get a hold of one for sure. Mohawks need to defend this too. Takes a step up and he does get a hold of one. That one is deep and bobbled. He jumps on it. A wish granted, Brett.
And Palmer down.
I'll let you do the math on that, but
43-yard line where the Wildcats will begin their drive.
exactly collects it at the 43, so not quite the field position I think they thought they might have here.
Right. Well, 39-yard punt there, helped by the misplay by the receiver there.
Certainly an extra 5-6 yards on the miscue. And a spiral and a little bit of breeze, I think, too. So all added, and a good kick, right? So
It was.
not taking it away from Brody. So good kick, lots of little extras, home field advantage stuff. And now Mohawks on defense could use a stop, maybe kind of swing this field position a little bit. Turnover certainly always welcome. So we'll put that out in the universe. See Logan Hart in his familiar one safety position. They go 4 wide, they hand off, and who's got
Smith.
Chuck Smith in the backfield?
Tackle
He'll get
for
a little
loss.
help from Pat Halloran, but Chuck all over that. Huge play by the senior
Matthew Longacre
captain,
met in
Chuck
the
Smith.
backfield by number 60, Chuck Smith, thrown for a loss. Loss of 8. 2nd down, 18.
Hey, when we're in that one,
So Mohawks, with the play they needed, set up a long 2. All right, so once again, boy, I don't know that I've seen 2 teams spread out as much. It's like the whole game. Like they have just been
comes Brody.
wide. 30 catches it in
screen.
the flat. Noonan blocked out of the play, and that is going to set up a long gainer. Can McGuire bring him down?
Screen
He
pass.
goes
Matthew
down.
Longacre takes it all the way down to the Mohawk 10. Finally brought down by Dylan McGuire.
You know, what looked like a fairly innocuous, dump off into the flat. But if you rewind this, Brett, you'll see number 30 put a block on Matt Noonan, takes him out of that tackle, and then it's off to the races. McGuire just hanging on for dear life with all that momentum.
A good block there.
Can throw it out to the edge, reach out. Does he have the goal line? Referee signals no.
down at the 1.
It's going to be down at the 1.
And course pass complete to Ryan Hinckley.
Mohawks on their heels once again
Good break,
here.
lad. Brings it down. 2nd down and goal to go from the 2.
So we'll see a packed formation, maybe quarterback keeper here, and that's
AJ
what it's
Rook-
going to be. He's not going to get there.
I think
See,
he got
we're
in
gonna
there
get
at
a-
the end.
I'm going to
Touchdown.
give it to him. I'd like to have seen a whistle when the play kind of the momentum stopped, but a little tush-push action, I
That's
think,
what I
here.
was exactly thinking.
They're in the MIAA. I
He
keep waiting,
caught in for a QB sneak for the touchdown for the Wildcats.
keep wondering when the NFL will say enough of that. 'Cause it's not a tush-push from 2-3 yards
Court
out.
will try the extra point out of the hole to Alex
But
Palmer.
conversation for another day. Either way, McCourt's going to line up for a second PAT attempt. Good from the first one. Slow snap, kick on the way, and it is good. So
And Court's kick is up and good.
4:08 remaining, Mohawks
And with
trail
4:08
14
remaining in the
0.
first quarter, the score is now the Wildcats 14, Mohawks no score.
So Brett, obviously early in the game, a lot of things going well for Weston, a couple big plays. Mohawks a little flat early. How much of that is Weston? How much of that is?
I think it's Weston dictating the plays. Weston's coming out and throwing the balls, and they have great blocking. That screenplay, a couple of good blocks, and he took it 40 some odd yards.
For sure, the downfield block, like I said, so if you're watching on your various media devices at home, that's one worth rewinding. A well-designed play and a really great block to set him free. And as always, we appreciate you tuning in on those devices. Welcome. We thank you to share that, like it, comment on it, give us some feedback if you like what you're hearing. We appreciate it, helps us out a lot. So Mohawks will get ready to receive kickoff number 3 here in the first
Noonan
quarter.
back deep for the Mohawks to receive the kick
Still the first
from
quarter.
Ken Court.
Well, referee giving the Mohawks a friendly nudge to back up off the line. We certainly don't need to lose any yards on that kind of thing. So Court kicks it off. It's a short kick. Halloran's going to field that. He bobbles it, drops on it smartly. He's at the 32-yard line, 33-yard line.
By Pat Halloran.
Rare bobble by Pat Halloran.
And the Mohawks start their drive. First and 10 from their own 33.
So, good news is offense gets right back out there, Brett. That did not take long. A couple really positive plays, and then for the Mohawks, and then a very positive play for the Wildcats.
You got to cut down on giving them big plays and start getting some on your side.
Yeah, some bread and butter plays here, I think, for Owen in the offense would just kind of keep the ball, get something going, get in there, down their end of the field. Halloran in the backfield, Caulfield under center. He's going to give it to Pat. Pat finds a hole. He's got some running room. He's going to cut through. Another gainer for Pat. He's going to pick up about 12 yards and a first down.
Pat Halloran on the ball carrier.
So they'll move the chains. I'm going to mark him a
Pat
little
lead by
shorter
number
where I
17.
had him. So going to be.
Massimino, bookbinder.
Out to the 45.
Yeah, thought I had him a little bit further along
And
than that,
also on
Brett.
the tackle is number 77, Massimino Selvig.
Can't always get the spot we want.
I'll tell you. They should confer with me more, I think.
And
but
at 12, first and 10 from the
they
45.
don't usually. Okay, a little stack here at the bottom of your screen. Halloran in the backfield, Caulfield under center. He's going to give it to Pat. Pat through the first hole. He's got some room, breaks the tackle. He's going to be down by.
That looked like a horse collar to me.
Taken down by Alex
Especially
Palmer.
where you can see his jersey is pulled off of his pad. No call.
Yeah,
23-yard gain on that run.
certainly interesting, no
Good enough for another Mohawk first down.
horse collar
First and 10, the
tackle. I
ball
think
sits
he
with,
kind of got on
Wildcat
top of
37.
him, maybe shielded the ref. Pat's a big boy, and
Strong.
he certainly had to use all of his body weight to bring him down on that. So a couple of really nice gainers from Pat, who will now slide
Matt
into his
Noonan
tight
back.
end spot. Yep,
Back in the backfield.
Noonan in the backfield. Change of pace, energy back. He's going to get the ball. They're going to run it up the middle again. This time, some
Matt Noonan on the carry.
hard fought 2, maybe 3, short 3 yards for Mr. Noonan.
First met by number 50, Noah Jacoby. Gain of almost 2 on the play.
It's a nice combination of backs. Pat brings a little bit more power, size.
Second down,
Matt
long 8.
brings that speed, can find that little gap. The Wildcats up to the task there. But the Mohawks in Wildcat territory, moving the ball.
Pat's back in the backfield again. Matt spread out
So
in the slot.
rotating. The guys this time they stack 3 to the top. Lincoln Hart in the tight end position. Halloran breaks a couple tackles. Certainly,
Halloran and another carry.
now Pat having a nice game, not going down first contact really on any of these touches. He's
Tackle
making
made
a
by
second
number
and third
77,
tackle,
Massimino Selvig.
come up and grab him. Picks up a couple there.
Pat's got
Gain of
62
2.
yards in the first quarter.
How many?
62 on 5
62
carries.
Third down 7.
That's a nice average.
Yes, it is.
I'm not a math major, but quick math in my head says about 12 yards a carry. which I think Pat keeps doing that. He'll find himself in that backfield more often than not. And
he will.
as I say that, Noonan flexes out to the bottom of the screen. They go 4 wide. We'll see if Owen maybe play action here. See if he tries to get something
Like
over
McGuire.
the top. No play action, but they come in. Oh, Owen breaks the tackle. He's going to be
And Caulfield finally sacked him in the
sacked.
backfield
gonna be sacked.
by Massimino Selvig. Loss of 2 on the play.
Owen a little slow to get up. Always makes us a little nervous, but he seems to be
Brings up a 4th
okay.
down.
Just that plate wristband he has on. So 4th down, about 8 yards for the Mohawks. Best drive of the game. Looked like they were thinking, not play action, but it was certainly kind of a little bit of a fake handoff and maybe
was.
something.
So
Probably going to have
play-
to throw the ball here.
play is in here. Caulfield has it.
Oh. And Mohawks will take a
Final thing
timeout.
about the Mohawks.
So Coach Shoemaker rethinks it after the offensive play discussion and says, hey, why don't we talk about this? So 34 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Mohawks driving, but stalled here. 4th down, about 8 from their 37.5-yard line. We'll be back, see if they can pick up that first down. So, first, when he was talking, all I could hear was numbers and names. So I'm trying to say numbers and names. And
yeah.
I was like, I was like, I can't even talk.
4th down and 8 for the Mohawks.
Okay, so we are back to pseudo live action here at Welch Memorial Stadium on the campus of Millis High School, where the Mohawks face a 4th and 8. Caulfield in the backfield with Pat Halloran. They go 4 wide, Noonan in the slot. See, he's looking his way. Owen steps up, he's under pressure. He's flushed.
Flag, of
He
course.
gets to McGuire. He does!
And the pass
Complete for a first
Dylan
down.
McGuire.
There is a flag.
There is a flag
down
on the
field.
field.
On the play.
Let's
In the
see,
backfield.
flushed out to that side, Brett. That is not usually good news.
No, it isn't, especially where Owen was scrambling, trying to find a receiver.
Yeah.
Going to be a holding call against the Mohawks.
And that's a shame. That's going to erase a nice gain and what would have been a first down near the 20.
10 yards from the line of scrimmage. We'll back them up. And 4th down and 18.
Yeah, going to push him back into 4th and a whole lot. See what Coach Shue, I don't see Caulfield talking it over with his offensive coordinator, so they're going from the Wildcat side of the field.
4th and 18 here.
Let's see what they've got. How many times have they practiced 4th and 18 this week, Brett?
That would not be something I would be practicing. 4th and long, but this is 4th and 18.
Wow, this is where the playmakers, you look for McGuire, you look for Noonan.
Dylan
Don't want
McGuire.
to turn the ball over here, but
And that's the end of the first quarter,
End of
folks.
the first quarter.
so
Score
gonna be
remains Wildcats 14, the Mohawks yet to score.
yeah. So end of the first quarter, Mohawks won't have a far walk to change directions here. They're going to need a whole lot, Brett, to convert this and keep this drive going. We'll be right back. So we are set to begin the second quarter. Teams will switch sides.
And as the second quarter begins, the Mohawks are facing a 4th down and 18.
So Mohawks line up. Similar formation. 4 wide, Halloran in the backfield. Shotgun for Caulfield. Gonna need some time here.
Gonna need some time, and
They're
you
gonna
can
look to get downfield.
happen looking for a pass interference call as well.
Owen sends Noonan in motion. He's off. He rolls in his direction. Got some room. He's going to get it down. It's incomplete.
Flag. There is a flag call.
Yeah, I have a feeling this is going to be holding on the Mohawks.
Pass
He
was
was
intended for Lincoln.
running
Hart.
down the
Ball's
line.
incomplete.
Actually, the
Alex
flag is
Palmer in
well
the
in the
coverage.
backfield.
Yes, it
Check
is.
that.
And the
I was,
At the
Wildcats will take
Weston
over.
25.
I was waiting for a holdback here. I thought someone had got a little
Yeah,
jersey.
Lincoln Hart
but-
is clapping.
Up, there is a flag deep down in the
Well,
around the 25-yard line of the Wildcats.
that is
Hold
usually
on.
not a good sign for the defense. We talked about where the flag came from earlier. This one certainly screams pass interference defense. That
interference.
is what the call is.
Pass interference against the Wildcats.
And where that flag is, it's not an automatic first down.
Knock off 15.
So 4th and 3.
So Mohawks will have another run at this.
I'm just thinking the ball's spotted incorrectly here because it was 4th and 18, and it looks like they only gave us 14 yards on the penalty there.
That's an interesting spot. Unlike the NFL, not a automatic
about
first
5.
down here, so Mohawks are going to have to earn it, but much more manageable. Once again, they send Matt Noonan in motion. They got to hand to Halloran, and this time Pat is going to be dropped for a
And Pat
loss.
Halloran is met in the backfield by number 77.
Yeah, defense seemed
Massimino Selvig.
Pretty
Going
ready
a
for
loss.
that particular call. So the
And the
average
Wildcats will take over.
average yards will fall for
I
First
just,
and
I
second,
just
we're
did the
on
math,
36.
Paul, so now he's only averaging 10 yards to carry.
still having a tremendous game, but I think Wildcats sold out on the idea that their most effective ball carrier tonight would get the ball. He did, unable to break the tackle. Really, the play, there was no blocking set up. They blew that up pretty early. Pat didn't have much of a chance there.
He got right through our offensive line. Now we just got to step it up here on defense.
Where Mohawks, have history of coming up with turnovers when they need them, and this would be kind of that moment, right? Let's see if they can drum one up. Certainly we've seen it before. They hand off, gonna cut to the edge.
Matthew Longacre going to carry for the Wildcats.
Tell you,
Pat
Going up
Halloran.
by Pat Halloran.
number 11, Jacob Smith, was setting the edge there. He got pushed in the back, about 3 yards out of the way. No
Gain of 8,
call.
2nd and 2.
Really kind of let that play go a lot further than it was going to. Not sure, whether Jacob makes that tackle or not, but pretty ref line judge right there. Bit surprised. Anyway, well, second and looks like a short 2. High snap, handed off. Had a chance in the backfield. They're not going to get him. He's going to cut back.
Again, Longacre on another carry.
Pat Halloran with the tackle there.
It's going to
along
pick
with
up.
Brody.
Needed 2, got 4, so that's going to move the chains.
Taken down by Pat Halloran. Assisted by Brody Barrett. Gain of 4. Good enough for a Wildcats first down. 1st and 10 from the 47.
So Mohawks playing tough up front, limited the gain. Wasn't enough for the first down. They're going to need a few more efforts like that. And the Wildcats really kind of rotating their backs, keeping it fresh. This time number 12, Joseph Bangiel in the backfield. High snap, pitches out to Bangiel. He's got some room on the right, but he's going to get tackled with about a 2-yard gainer. Barrett was flying
Joseph
in.
Bengali on the carry for the Wildcats. Taken down by Brody Barrett.
shred his blocker there, and then just a big hit there.
Yeah, he came in like a
Gain of
missile.
about a yard and
Once he
a
got
half.
through the block,
2nd down,
and
Longacre.
Gil looked like he had some room to run there, and it just that acreage dried up very, very quickly. So short gainer makes it second. It looks like about 8. Right down the line from us here, stationed on the 50-yard line. Cam Corden joined in the backfield once again, but he's going to drop back and pass. Throws it down the line.
Oh, and
Oh!
Dylan McGuire
And
almost.
McGuire almost answered my prayers. Pass looked like the wide receiver
Short
would
pass intended.
kind of stopped and looked to cut back,
The
and
number
the
4,
pass
Colin
went.
short.
It was kind of a down and out. And McGuire really with the best chance to catch it off the fingertips. Just sailed a little bit too high.
Dylan McGuire in on the coverage. Incomplete pass brings up a 3rd down 8. A long 8.
All right.
So Mohawks likely going to need 2 stops here, really minimizing this 3rd down. Big step in that direction. So Court once again in shotgun. He gets it, fakes the handoff, rolls out. Barrett through. Let's see where that is going to be.
Camco's pass intended for number 10, Ryan Hinckley. Matt Noonan in on the coverage. Incomplete pass. brings
So
up
Noonan
4th
breaks it up.
4th down
Bring
and 8.
4th down, so just what the doctor ordered. 4th and long here from midfield. Let's see what Wildcats opt to do with 9:25. The way their defense is played, would you kick here, Brett?
I would kick. You're up 14. Pin the Mohawks
They're
back.
going to talk about it.
Timeout taken by the Wildcats.
Yeah, they're going to. I think they're agreeing with you, Brett, and I'm with you. You know, why not kick it here? Try to pin them deep. You know, play the field position game. Get a fresh set of downs from midfield again. You know, assuming you can hold the Mohawks somewhat in that territory. They'll discuss it. We'll find out in a minute. We'll be right back. Maybe. Oh, and we are back to action here. 4th down and 8. Wildcats in the shotgun. Court drops back. Oh, he's going to kick it. It's blocked. They fall on it.
That's a huge
And
play
the
for the
quick
Mohawks.
is-
blocked at the line of scrimmage.
Equivalent to a short turnover.
Jumped on by Joseph and Gali.
So I'm going to try to.
Downed it for the Wildcats.
I am not sure who got their hands on that.
And the Mohawks will begin their drive. First attempt from the Wildcat 45.
Looked like the quarterback was going to do one of those quick kicks, and he launched it low.
It might have hit one of his own guys. I know as Finn Jackson came off, got a little extra pat from the coach. Maybe he got in there and pressured that. It's Wildcats getting a little cute there, Brett, and it really doesn't, backfire's huge.
Now the Mohawks have to make him pay.
Absolutely.
Hey, he went offside.
So motion by
Dead ball foul, legal
Mohawks.
procedure against the Mohawks.
So false start. That's going to move the Mohawks back 5.
5-yard penalty.
So the
Repeat first down,
Mohawks
first and 15. Ball is at midfield.
been shooting themselves in the foot here a little bit, Brett, as of
Little
late.
bit. Well, I think the play was coming right at us, right at him there. And Lincoln Hart just jumped half a second early.
Lincoln certainly had some responsibilities there. He got a little eager.
'Cause this is about the last week. This point in the field, Dylan McGuire broke one.
It's true. Yep, that's right. Blackstone Millville broke one in a big-time way. If you haven't seen that video, go back and check that out. Great play. That pass is blocked up
And the ball
front.
was tipped at the line of scrimmage.
So that's going to bring up 2nd and 15
Tipped by
for
number
the
12,
Mohawks.
Joseph and Gali. Falls incomplete. Second down and 15.
And Gali comes on what I think was that edge or corner blitz, untouched, gets in Caulfield's face, blocks it down. So right now the Mohawks struggling to get anything going. And typically for me, Brett, when they do make something, Dylan McGuire's involved in it.
It's an
Pat
exciting
Halloran
play.
certainly has had a game. Maybe Lincoln Hart's going to come down to the bottom of our screen. Check to make sure he's on size. They're going to go 4 wide. Caulfield can't get the number on that in motion. It's McGuire, but he's only going to pick up about 4
Dylan McGuire
yards,
carry.
maybe a half more.
First in on the tackle was number 50, Noah Jacoby.
Mohawks are going to have about 3rd and 11 here. So a little jet sweep by
Yeah,
McGuire.
assistant,
Positive
Lorenzo
play,
Candy.
that's the good news.
Gain of 4. 2nd and 11. Excuse me, 3rd down 11.
So Mohawks will huddle up. Clock ticking, 8:40 remaining in the half. So McGuire in motion again. They stack 3 to the left. Owens looking that way. Hits him in the slot right at the marker. I think he's a hair short. Probably going to be
Matt
fourth and
Noonan.
about a yard to Noonan.
Taken down by Alex Palmer. Gain of 10. 4th down and 1.
So nice positive yardage play for the Mohawks to give themselves a manageable 4th down in an area of the field where I'd like to see them convert, of course, but if they don't, at least they've kind of flipped the field position here a bit. Mohawks will once again stacked to the top. McGuire isolated, one-on-one on the bottom, Brett. I know you like that.
That I do.
Halloran in the backfield. Noonan in motion. Owen's going to keep it. He's not going to get it.
Caulfield on a quarterback sneak is met at the line of scrimmage by the interior
talked
of
about
the,
that last week.
Wildcat defensive line.
Not a big fan of having Owen.
And the
rush the
Wildcats
ball.
have stopped it, take
Yeah.
over 1st and 10 from
Well,
their
I
own
think this,
36.
certainly easy for us to say up here. I mean, I think ultimately, you have Pat Halloran's run the ball extremely well. Probably like to see the ball in his hands. I obviously, we agree. The risk reward of running Owen in traffic like that. Tried to run off center, not much there,
Nope.
to say the least. So the Wildcats will take over their own 36-yard line. See what the Wildcats have in order here. Court in the back and the shotgun. Longacre in the backfield. He flies out. They hit and the flag.
There is a
I
flag.
think we're going to get an illegal block on the
Fourth
offense
pass is
here.
complete to Alex Palmer.
Came from the line,
Flag down on the
Judge.
play. Tackle made by Matt Noonan. See what the call is.
Now they sent Matt Longacre into motion, and I think he. Oh, this is
Hold
going to call a
against the
holding,
Wildcats
but
to back him up 10.
I thought he engaged the block before the pass, which of course is a penalty. Either way,
Back the Wildcats up 10.
Wildcats will lose that 10 yards, as you mentioned, Brett, and that'll bring up a second or 1st and 20 or 20-ish. See where they mark this. Yep, 1st and 20. Ball's on the 26-yard
Repeat first down.
line.
First down at 20.
Throw that turnover prediction back out into the universe, Brett. Mohawks could really use one here. Could really flip the script here a little bit heading into the half.
Would be nice.
Court back to throw over the middle. He's got one open. Ball comes out. They're going to
Incomplete.
say incomplete.
Yep,
Targeted
hit him.
Luke
Fourth
Betty.
pass intended for number 1,
Hit him
Luke
right
Betty.
in the
Ball
chest.
Incomplete.
I think Luke heard some footsteps.
I think he did. Halloran was in the
Halloran
area.
in the
Second hot
neighborhood.
end on the coverage.
Brody Barrett in the neighborhood.
Second down and 20.
Like Brody actually gave him a hand up, so maybe that was what he was hearing, but unable to reel that in. So 2nd and 20. Mohawks have ratcheted up the defense the last couple of possessions.
Helped by a couple of drop passes.
For sure. But a little bit of intensity, and certainly plays like that can speak to the hitting and the different things they're doing. They run the option, they're going to pitch it out, cut the edge. Let's see who shot the
Noonan.
cap there. I think it's Matt Noonan
again.
Yeah,
And
Matt.
Longacre on a carry.
Matt comes
Picked up by
in like
Matt
a
Noonan.
rocket. Blocks were pretty well set. It was Matter that goes for a few more yards. It's going to shrink it to about 3rd and
9 on the play,
11,
brings
3rd
it
and
to 3rd down
12.
11.
like a long 3rd and 11.
About 6 minutes to play here in the second quarter.
Mohawks certainly with Wildcats getting the ball to start the second half. They'd like to get the ball back here. Certainly get it back with some field position. They can hold them here. I see the Wildcats punt it, try to let their defense get them to the halftime or get the ball back. Court drops back to pass. It's going to throw towards 2. That's
hit
short.
The ground.
And that is going to bring up 4th down.
Pass intended for Alex Palmer falls incomplete.
So Court and his
Brings up
wide
a 4th
receivers
down and
just a
11.
little bit off. A little bit off. It passes short. It looks like routes just not quite either what Court's expecting or what the wide receiver is expecting, but
The Wildcats are back in punt formation.
so they will in fact punt. I think we'll see maybe more of a traditional punt attempt here.
Cam Court drops back in punt formation for the Wildcats.
Looks like they're going to bring the
Back
kicking
deep for
ball
the
out.
Mohawks. Dylan McGuire and Matt Noonan.
So Noonan around the 35. Dylan McGuire around the 30. It's a high snap. Barely gets it. He does get the kickoff.
And it
is
went
going to head out of
sideways.
bounds.
And the ball goes
That's
out
a
of bounds
huge
on the
break for
Wildcat
the
side of
Mohawks.
field.
At the
41-yard
41.
line.
Yeah, so snap was really just a terrific play by Court to catch that. That ball was, he had to,
1st and 10 for the Mohawks.
he certainly had to leap to get, they got one hand on it, was able to keep it and then get a kickoff and get some positive yards from where he was standing. That had disaster written all over it for the Wildcats. They dodged at least a little bit of a bullet, but outstanding field position, 5:38 remaining in the half. Once again, Wildcats get the ball to start the second half, so Mohawks really, really would like to make something happen here.
Pat Halloran in the backfield. He does have 60 yards already in this half.
Well, Pat will look to add to that right here. Owen's going to hand off to him. He heads up the middle, breaks a tackle.
He runs
He's going to be
hard.
stood up.
Pat Halloran on the carry for the Mohawks.
I'm going to mark him with about 4 yards before he got pushed back.
Tackle made by Tommy Kicken, number 33.
So Pat Halloran he's getting through the line. The line's opening holes. Those are linebackers making tackles, which you love to see. Pretty nice play there by the Wildcats to limit that. That certainly could have went for more.
2nd down, the long 6.
So Halloran will be replaced by Noonan in the backfield. Caulfield back under center.
Halloran's in the slot here.
Wildcats show blitz.
And back out of it. Halloran in motion.
They do back out of it. Noonan's nowhere to run.
Matt Noonan met in the backfield.
So Matt,
Looks like he lost a
And number 10,
yard.
Ryan Hinkle.
Hinckley and Tansey, number 51 for the Wildcats. Blow that play up before it really gets started. Now Mohawks face a
Lost
3rd
3
and
yards on the
long
play, brings up a 3rd down, 8.
in Wildcat territory. Certainly 4 down territory, but Mohawks certainly like to cut into this yardage. Could take the drama out of it and just pick up the 1st down here. Halloran in the slot.
See, I'm looking at Dylan McGuire here, and the defensive back is 7 yards away from him.
Yeah, he has some room over there. Caulfield's going the other way. They're going to push him out of bounds.
Incomplete.
So Halloran, somewhat in the
Caulfield chased out
neighborhood
bounds,
of
get rid the ball.
that pass. Avoids the
In
sack.
the
Or
chase
the,
was number 12, Joseph Bengali. Falls as an incomplete pass. Brings up a 4th down and 8.
so Mohawks will face another 4th down. Up to the task. A few minutes back, see if they can do it again. Nullified by the penalty, but see if Matt Noonan or Dylan McGuire can free and no one can get him the ball. Interesting observation there. McGuire open. They set him up in the slot. They get Halloran on the short side of the field. He's wide open. Owen gets pressured the other way. Never sees him.
Never saw him. I myself would not have a defensive back 7 yards off of Dylan McGuire. And Dylan's
Yeah.
down here right now, and look there.
As
They're just a couple of yards apart
I'm
now.
sure the scouting report was don't let 24 left alone. He's matched up one-on-one at the bottom of the screen. I'm going to look at him over the middle. That pass is too high.
Owen felt the pressure on
Pass
that.
intended for Dylan McGuire, falls incomplete.
Owen had to get rid of his
Number 4,
second
Colin
before he
Schroeder in
wanted
the
to.
That's
And
a
it goes over on
turnover.
downs to the Wildcats.
McGuire sprung loose towards the end there, but not enough time. And ball a yard or two too long. So 3:51 remaining. Wildcats will take over, up 14. Mohawks really need to continue to play the solid defense. They're getting some breaks, but the defense is better. Last few possessions certainly do not want to let the Wildcats score here.
The option is there a meal ticket here for the Wildcats, and they've been pretty effective running that against the Mohawks.
They have double back set this time. One more. Going to come up the middle. Cuts to the outside. Not a lot of
Matthew
room
Longmaker on
there.
the carry.
And Chuck Smith, yeah. Yeah, Chuck Smith comes around, just
First met by Chuck
chases
Smith.
him down, tackles him from behind before he goes too far. The senior captain does a lot of work on that inside that we don't notice,
Gain of a yard in the
Brett,
play,
He
2nd down
does.
9.
Unsung hero.
for sure. We talk about that front line, doing a pretty good job tonight. I see Timmy Krause over there, as well as Michael Tobin closest to us. And I'm not quite sure who's at the top of the line there. We'll find out. Mohawks show pressure.
Finn Jackson.
Another one of those Mohawks who quietly does a lot of good work. That's
Picked up by Dylan McGuire. He's
McGuire
gone.
in the open.
He's
One man
gone.
to beat. Can he get there? He
Touchdown,
does.
Mohawks.
Touchdown, Dylan McGuire.
Runs it back 55 yards for a Mohawk
A
touchdown.
pick six for Dylan McGuire. It's like he baited the quarterback to just throw it at me.
Well, once again, just a few errant passes, seemingly wide receivers and the quarterback not on the same page. That pass isn't really close to anybody again but Dylan McGuire, and he catches it like it was being thrown to him. He runs it into the end zone, and boy, did the Millis Mohawks need that.
That they did.
So 2:44 remaining. Mohawks let's see what they're going to do here.
Looks like we're going for
And the
two.
Mohawks will attempt a 2-point conversion.
Going for two. Pat Halloran in the backfield.
So Dylan McGuire, the aforementioned T-back with the pick six. Lines the outside, no
Holding.
room. We'll get a flag. We'll see. He can toss it up. And, oh! I'm not sure. Dylan McGuire ended up on the complete opposite end of the field, and probably like to have that one back. It just kind of leaked
Pass
through.
intended for Dylan McGuire, falls incomplete. There
We'll
is
see
a
what the
flag down
call is
against
here.
the Mohawks.
Declined.
Wildcats refuse. 2-point conversion is no good. And with 2:44 remaining in the first half, the score is now the Wildcats 14, the Mohawks 6.
Just back to that interception, Paul. The Weston quarterback, instead of going to the short man in front of him, tried to get a little greedy, and he overthrew his man there. The short man definitely would have had a first down.
Yeah, no doubt about it. McGuire's playing up over the top. I think they were thinking, hey, let's not give up the long gainer. And you're right, the pass sails. He doesn't check down. And hey, the rest is Dylan McGuire. Beats a couple guys and gets in a one-on-one race. And I like his chances in those scenarios. The playmaker makes it happen. So Mohawks will kick off with 2:44 remaining in the half. Certainly would like to continue the defensive pressure. With some timeouts, there's certainly a chance to get this ball back.
Their defense has definitely made some adjustments since the first two drives.
Yeah, for sure. And I think, again, kudos to that
And Brody
defensive
Barrett will
line.
do the kicking
They're
on
not
for
getting
the
a lot of credit, but they're
Mohawks.
doing
Back deep for
just
the
enough.
Wildcats.
Now that
Number 1,
four-man
Luke
front
Betty.
is
Number 2, Alex Palmer. And number
is putting
3,
some
Xavier
pressure.
Simmons.
Mohawks are dropping most of the time, 6, 7 guys in coverage. They're not getting a lot of extra help up there. So Brody Barrett will kick things off. Lights starting to take effect here.
Kicking to the dark side
Yeah.
of the field.
At Welch Memorial. And here comes the kick. It's a ground ball into the middle. It's collected. He goes down. So number
that's good.
17,
Pitch is picked
Massimo Bushbender. Bender.
And number 17 and down. Massimino Brookline
2:41
down
left
the
in
ball
the half.
on his own 39 yard.
So Mohawk defense back on the field. They'll take that every time. The cost of the pick six as you get right back out there.
This is Weston's only their 16th offensive play of the half. So
They've been efficient, that's
They
for
have been.
sure. So Mohawks spread out defensively. 3 safety and 2 DBs back. Freshman Jacob Smith down near us at the bottom of your screen getting his first start.
Brody Barrett, nice play.
Brody breaks that up at or behind the
Pitch
line
play.
of scrimmage on the pitch.
Matt Longacre and a carry taken down by Brody Barrett.
Looks like they're going to mark him right at the
No gain.
No gain, second attempt.
right at the line of scrimmage. So 2nd and 10. Wildcats will break the huddle. Court is joined by number 30, Matthew Longacre. This is where we've seen the option the most, Brett.
I would think it's coming. Oh, here
Not this
comes the
time,
pass.
just straight back to pass, and that's off target, going to be dropped.
Again,
defended
behind
by
his
Halloran.
receiver.
Cam Court's pass intended for number 10, Ryan Hinckley.
Right now, Cam Court and his
Got
receivers
Halloran
are not on
coverage.
the same
Ball's
page.
incomplete, third down.
In that case, I think
Third down and 10.
the quick drop and pass, Court never really got a good grip on that. Hair's getting cooler and just kind of ducked on him a little bit. So 3rd and 10. Incomplete pass, stop the clock. So Mohawks managing
Got a
the time
chance
pretty
here.
well here. This is a big 3rd down for both teams. So Court talking it over with his running back in the backfield before the snap here. He's in the shotgun. He'll take the snap, drop back.
the pass.
He's going
He's
to
gonna
keep it
run it.
actually. He rolls out. He's not, bounces off a tackle. Going to get a few yards here, but going to be well short of the line to gain. Picks up about 5.
Brody Barrett in on that again. Matt Noonan.
Yeah, run to the left side of the Mohawk defense at your own peril with Brody Barrett out there. Especially on that side of the field. Get Halloran on the near side closest
And
to
3 yards
us.
on the play brings up a 4th down and 7.
Not
So,
sure who called the timeout there.
Not sure if this is a referee timeout
Official
or
time on the field.
so. Referee is going to come over, I think, signal the official in the box behind us.
1:36
So
on the time.
referee asking to put 9 seconds back on the clock. Certainly a full play.
The clock kept
see.
running after he stepped out of bounds, maybe.
So we'll see what the Wildcats opt to do here. Certainly a field position situation. You would think this would be kicked away. Court talking it over with his offensive coordinator. They break the huddle quickly.
I would think that the play would be coming this
Well,
way.
this is interesting. The quarterback is down near us at the wide receiver position, and this is a
4th down for the
Some
Wildcats.
type of wildcat.
this is a Wildcat by the Wildcats. Running backs in the backfield, 2 keeps it. He's going to kick it, and that takes a Wildcat bounce. They're going to down that inside the 20, around the
about
16-yard line, where the Mohawks will take over with 127
Ball
remaining
goes
here
all
in
the
the
way
half.
down to the Mohawks 15. 127 remaining in the first half, and Mohawks take over.
Well, I got to tell you, I am getting a little chuckle out of the Wildcats coach that's near us over here, because when the Mohawks are on defense and he thinks there's a big play coming, he's like, yes, yes, yes. And then Brody Barrett comes up and stuffs him.
Yeah, I've caught that a few times. We do have coordinators in earshot. You may pick up some of that, you may not at home, but yeah, we have different juxtaposed positions here in rooting interest. So you may pick up on some of that, but Mohawks spread out, 4 wide. Looks like Halloran in the backfield, Caulfield in the shotgun.
McGuire in motion.
That goes McGuire around the edge, Caulfield on the wheel. Well, no, he's gonna go to Noonan in the middle, they knock it down.
Pass intended for Matt Noonan.
Noonan helped up by number
Alex
2.
Palmer around on the coverage.
Alex
Incomplete
Palmer,
pass,
who
picks up
helped-
Second down and 10.
who defended the pass. Well thrown ball by Caulfield. Only high point the ball, let Noonan go up and get it. No one else is going to get there for that. Inside position as well, which was critical there.
It was. Wildcat defensive back went up and knocked it down. Caulfield's running the play in right now. 1:21. We also don't want to go a quick 3 and out here and not take much time off the clock and
that
get it
is
back to the Wildcats.
Certainly the danger of coming out and passing is that's exactly what you could be doing. So we'll see if they mix it up here. I would think
in the backfield.
I think if they run it at this stage, you're going to see a Wildcat timeout. We'll see. Caulfield's going to throw it, gets it out quick, and
Pass again intended for Matt Noonan.
Big
Noonan
hit on
gets
Matt
hit
Noonan there.
as soon as the
Same guy
ball
in on the
gets
coverage,
there.
number 2, Alex Palmer. Ball's incomplete. 3rd down and 10.
I'm sure that Matt Noonan knows the number of the guy that hit him there.
Yeah, for those guys that play both sides, they
They do.
probably make some notes of that. Pretty close to defenseless wide receiver, I would think. There, I don't know, specifics of the rule in the MIAA, but he's up in the air, pretty defenseless to get that pass, and certainly referees, I think, certainly I should say, I think certainly will protect the players if there's something there like that. I think we'd see a call, but not quite sure what the rules are on that, Brett.
All right, 3rd down.
So at 3rd and
Halloran.
long.
Halloran in the backfield.
So Owen under shotgun. Wildcats bring pressure. Halloran through the line. He's got
There
the
goes
room.
Pat Halloran.
He breaks
There
it.
goes Pat
40
Halloran.
to the 50. He'll come out of bounds at the 45-yard line. Massive gain for Pat Halloran.
All the way
They
down.
probably just jumped over 100 yards, but we'll let
To the
Brett iron
46.
that out. But a monster play for the Mohawks with 1:06 remaining. Halloran with the big gainer.
38 yards
First
for
and 10 for
him
the
on that one.
Mohawks, 46-yard line of the
That
Wildcats.
puts him at
With a 39-yard
98 yards.
run by Pat Halloran.
So Halloran with 98 yards in the first half. None bigger than that one, Brett. Mohawks, can't say enough Mohawks needed that. Can't give the ball back to the Wildcats there and risk a quick score and then a possession. You could be out of the game pretty
Go.
quick.
Halloran in the backfield.
So Halloran resumes his backfield duties. Owen gives it right back to him. He breaks through the hole. And he's got another 8, and that'll,
Carrier up the
quick
middle.
math will take you to about 106 yards on the half and counting
Second number
here.
33, Tommy Pickens.
9 carries, Paul.
It's just amazing half
Candidate.
by the
second and
senior
2.
captain. He picks up 8 there, check that. So, sophomore center Joe Barisano in his offensive line. He snaps it in the shotgun. Good snap, pitch out to McGuire.
Kevin McGuire.
McGuire's got some room, breaks a tackle. He'll head out of bounds.
There's number 2,
the 16.
unnecessary roughness right there. Same thing he just did
flag after
to
the
Matt
play.
Noonan. A little bit of a dirty play.
So 16 yards and a little bit of momentum. We'll see if with the clock stopped at 28 seconds.
That was a 12-yard pass play. See what the penalty is.
It's going to be, I think, a hit out of bounds or a personal foul. Seemed like Dylan was headed out of bounds and then he got some help.
Yeah, it was a little extracurricular activity going on.
Personal foul on the defense. And that
Dead ball,
ball,
personal foul against the Wildcats.
that ball's going to get moved way up.
28 seconds. You also got to be aware of the clock.
Yeah, a little clock management here for Coach Shoemaker.
Looks like they're on the Weston
The ball all the way
13-yard
down to
line.
the Wildcat 13.
So we're going to wait for the chain gang to catch up here before they whistle this play. The Mohawks
First down
and
for the
Wildcats are ready. Referee checks the box, makes sure they're good, and he gives the whistle. Halloran in the backfield with Caulfield.
Dylan McGuire.
Hand off, a bounce outside. And
There's a flag.
McGuire was tackled in the backfield for a while.
and that one did not come from a spot where we are likely to have a positive
Tackle was made by
outcome.
number 66, Owen Hawks. Another flag down on the plate.
It's like-
Lincoln Hart pleading his case is
yeah.
is probably not a good sign. And Lincoln will learn once that flag's on the ground, there's not much you're going to say anyway, even if you're 100% right. And so I think the Mohawks are going to take a timeout
The
here.
Mohawks.
19 seconds
Holding
remaining, and they'll have a second down and long coming up. We'll be right back. So the Mohawks retake the field. They come out of their timeout. They're on the 23-yard line.
First down and 20 for the Mohawks from the Wildcat 23.
Yeah, from the, as you just heard, first down.
I like
And-
Lincoln Hart right here. Height advantage on
Lincoln
the
down at the bottom of the screen,
cornerback
one-on-one.
trying to cover him.
For sure. Lots of one-on-one out there. They're going to bring some pressure here. Hand off to Halloran. And he is brought down by number 12.
Backfield by number 12,
Joseph
Joseph Bengali.
Bengali. Pretty good play there by Bengali, but
Gain of a couple.
ref's blowing some whistles, Brett. It's
Time up by the Mohawks.
getting a bit chippy out there.
It is.
Not quite sure why. It's been a pretty clean game. Whole team's playing pretty well. Mohawks hanging in there as we expect. One-score game with a two-point conversion. So we got another timeout here. 13 seconds remaining in the half. Second down, but down really probably maybe 2 plays to get to pay dirt here.
See, I would be throwing in the end zone on this play here. Looking Lincoln Hart again. He's got a big body, tall. He has an advantage of height over that defensive back.
Well, certainly Owen has to be surveying the field going. I got one-on-one everywhere, right? And that last look, that last play again, folks at home. You can rewind it. You'll see, the D-backs on these 4 wideouts. There's only one. Now, looks like the Wildcats at least have a safety deep.
That
One
they do.
linebacker.
See, Dylan McGuire's one-on-one.
Looks like they're
up
going to
top,
corner
though.
blitz off the edge here. Brody Barrett picks that up. So
Pass is in from
Matt
Noonan.
Noonan.
Was incomplete. Joseph Bengali in on the coverage.
Matt Noonan with a pretty good route there. Recognized he was running out of real estate. Kind of held the
Third down for the
defender and then
Mohawks.
tried to break off him at the last minute. Pretty
he
well
did.
thrown ball. Just couldn't quite get there. Pretty good coverage. That's number 1, Luke Betty for the Wildcats.
So it's 4th and 18.
7 seconds left.
Oh, sorry. 3rd and 18, 7 seconds.
So Halloran in the backfield.
Dylan McGuire, one-on-one. Safety over him.
And I think we're going to get a timeout
By
here.
Weston.
Yeah.
Timeout taken by the Wildcats.
I think Weston wanted to see the formation, talk it over, probably deepen some guys up a little bit, make sure they don't let anybody behind them. So 7 seconds remain in the half. We'll take a timeout with them. We'll be right back for the conclusion of the first half. So Wildcats come out of their timeout, looking for one more defensive stop to head to the half. For the Mohawks, they're going to look to the end zone. They'll spread it out once again. Noonan in the slot. McGuire in the slot to the top of the screen. Caulfield throws to the corner, and it is defended.
1 second left, Paul.
Intended for... Trying to get
Pass
it.
intended for Dylan McGuire, falls incomplete.
Who else? Dylan McGuire. Couldn't quite read the number from here. So well defended by the Wildcats. Double coverage on McGuire. Not much.
Alex Palmer and Colin
Certainly-
Shorter in on the coverage.
Certainly gave it a shot. Got a hand on it, but
Fourth down for the Mohawks with the second remaining in the first half.
I think
Again.
Brett, certainly Cohen may need to look, to someone other than McGuire. Wildcats certainly are keyed on him. There's one-on-one coverage and pretty good coverage. So it's, in all fairness, but you look at Lincoln Hart and the height advantage. They're going to roll him.
Oh,
To
into
the-
the we're going to have 3.
And they're going to roll him to the
Trips.
top of the screen. They got Halloran
And they've got
and Jacob Smith along with them. McGuire at the bottom. He's got double coverage. He's got protection over the top. He's going to toss it up. It's basically a Hail Mary. Who will come down with it? No one. So that will take
And
us
the ball
to the
falls
half.
incomplete. And that's the end of the first half, folks. The score of the Wildcats 14, the Mohawks 6.
So Mohawks will look to regroup. One score game, Brett. Should have some interesting football in the second half.
the way it started, Paul, and we went down quick on the first 2 drives. The Mohawks have showed some heart, and they've come back. They just got to get more in sync on the offense.
Yeah, I agree with you, and I really think it starts defensively up front. Guys like Brody Barrett, Chuck Smith have set the tone and made big plays. Pat Howland, obviously, can't leave him out. Those guys are leading the way. They're making plays, and they're keeping this Mohawk team in it. Offensively, it's been a little hit or miss. Obviously, led by Pat Halloran's 110 yards rushing. Not a whole lot else to speak of, and certainly some of those offensive plays nullified by big penalties.
Yes, we just gotta find someone other than Dylan McGuire, because they are double and triple covering him now, and yet he's still making some plays. But Lincoln Hart would be one that I would look to.
Absolutely. So we'll be back for the second half after this short break. So we are just about ready to get things started here in the second half. Mohawks head out on the field. Weston just about ready to break their huddle and head back to receive. Brody Barrett
And Brody Barrett will be doing the kicking on this for the Mohawks.
gets set up here. Mohawks, bit disappointing end to the
Back deep for
first
the Wildcats,
half.
number 1, Luke Betty. Number 2, Alex Palmer. Number 3, Xavier Simmons.
But certainly will look to continue the momentum defensively, which they'll need to do to stay in the second half and put themselves in a position to win the game. Kick is a good one. Takes a bounce around the 15. Cuts long and wide. It's a pretty... He's got some room. He's going to
And Xavier Simmons on the return for the Wildcats.
Boy,
Takes the
Xavier
ball all
ran.
the way out to almost the 40-yard line.
Xavier ran 30, almost 30 yards.
Looks like Jacob Smith made the tackle.
Perpendicular to the.
He did some east-west running
He
there.
certainly did. Freshman Jacob Smith.
Tackle was made by number 54 for the Mohawks, Josh Estrada.
And Jacob Smith in the neighborhood. So we'll give him half a tackle. The freshman making his first start, I mentioned earlier.
And the Wildcats begin their initial drive of the second half. First and 10
Certainly.
from their own 38-yard line.
Not an easy task. Done a good job to this point. Wildcats will set up, double back set. Court takes the snap. He fakes the handoff, pitches. It's complete. Got some room past the line again inside to Mohawk territory.
Cam course pass is complete to number 10, Ryan Hinckley.
Tackle
Run out
by
of bounds by
Lincoln
number
Hart.
5, Lincoln Hart.
So Lincoln sliding over from his safety position. Read that, make the
Gain of 12.
tackle.
Good for Wildcat first down. First and 10 from the 50.
Nice gainer for the Wildcats to begin things here in the second half. Mohawks defensively really spread out here. They are leaving the.
I'm not sure about how far away Jacob Smith
Yeah,
is.
Jacob was. I think he thought about it. Said, "Oh, I gotta come in here a little bit." They do hand off inside.
Michael Tobin.
Yeah, Tobin shoots the gap and just takes care of the play. Short gain by the
Matthew
Wildcats.
Longacre and a carry for the Wildcats. Run down by number 76, Michael Tobin. No gain in the play, second and 10.
So again, the defensive line, a couple linebackers really getting the bulk of the work done here. Because a lot of these cornerbacks, DBs, they're on an island, one-on-one. See, they're gonna stack it over here.
Run the option this way.
I think they're coming to our side. They are. They set up a block. Oh, somebody missed a tackle.
Pass was complete to number 1, Luke Betty, taken down by number 11, Jacob Smith on the tackle.
Yeah, Lincoln Hart has the chance there to blow that up in the backfield. Can't quite get there, and they turn it into some positive
Gain of almost 8
yardage.
on the play.
Bring up a short third down in about
Third
3
down,
or
1-7.
4. So they stack the top, one at the
Not
bottom.
sure who's covering number 1 here.
Oh,
Nice. Here we go. Ball's at the.
Matthew.
Brody
Matthew
Barrett.
Longacre with ball carrier on that one.
yeah, Brody Barrett able to swoop in there and make the tackle for the Mohawks, but not before the first down. Court will head over. Looks like he's doing some knee brace adjustments
Gain
over
of 10 on
there.
the play, good enough for a
He
Wildcat
got hit by
first down.
Pat Halloran as he
First
released
and
the
10, the
ball.
ball sit at the Mohawk 33.
And then complained to the official.
Quarterbacks. So Wildcats game clock running down. They're going to have to hurry here. Court in shotgun, 4 wide. He'll take the low snap, drop straight back, throws it. He said as he throws and can't quite get to it.
Good pressure on the quarterback. We
Yeah,
had a
you-
jailhouse break there.
Definitely forced to throw that half a second before he wanted
Cam
to.
Court's pass intended for number 2, Alex Palmer, falls incomplete.
And Palmer not able to run underneath it and get it. So he'll set the ball here.
Matt Noonan and Lincoln Hart end on the coverage.
Part of that
Second
is,
and 10.
I think between the adjustment of the knee brace and everything else, they just ran out of game clock. Never
Yeah, they did,
had
yeah.
kind of rushed to the line. Mohawks pinned their ears back and just came.
That's right. No time to think. No time to plan. Bring a blitz.
It's interesting one-on-one coverage down at the bottom of your screen.
Yes.
Court takes, he rolls to his right. He's going to throw
Coming
back to
back.
his left.
Let's go. Come on, make the block.
Jacob Smith.
Jacob Smith's going to, and he has
Another
the tackle.
nice tackle by Jacob Smith.
Pass is complete to Ryan Hinckley.
Gutsy play by the
Tackle
freshman
made.
getting in there.
Number
Because
11,
if he
Jacob
didn't
Smith.
get him, he was gone.
That's a touchdown. No doubt about it. Touchdown saving tackle by Jacob Smith. It does move. The chains do move, but Jacob
Gain of
sheds.
12, good for a Wildcat first down. Ball first and 10 on the Mohawk 21.
Jacob doing a nice job of bailing on his wide receiver and coming up and making the tackle. Minimize the damage. He's once again solo one-on-one down at the bottom of your screen. We'll see what Court's gonna do here. He gets it. Hands off, 30, cuts back inside, up the middle. And he'll
Matt Longmaker on the
get
carry.
close to the first down. Looks
Finally
like he
taken out by Pat
has it.
Halloran.
Halloran gets the tackle, but I think we'll wait for the signal here. They're gonna move the chains. I think it's gonna be,
It looks like maybe first and goal
yeah, it does.
from the 10.
Yeah, it looks like right on the 10.
Gain of 12 on the play. First and 10, no, excuse me, first and goal to go from the Mohawk 9.
So Mohawks will look to have a defensive stand here. And Galley in the backfield with Court. Takes the snap, keeps it,
Quarterback's
rolls.
got it.
Looking for no one
He
there.
has trouble throwing on the run. Every time they force him on the run.
Well, they
he
were looking for
short-arms
Luke
it.
Betty coming across
Pass
the
and 10 for number
middle.
1, Luke Betty, falls incomplete.
Just threw it at his feet.
Jacob Smith on the coverage. Second and goal.
Court seemed to have plenty of room there. It seemed more like nobody was open, and he decided to throw it away and live to fight another day here.
Okay, second and goal.
Mohawks hanging out in the shadow of their own goalposts. Once again, Angali joins Court in the backfield. They go 4 wide. Court takes the snap, drops back, throws it up,
Out of bounds.
out of
and-
bounds.
And like Chuck Smith. Oh, no, Timmy Kraus with the quarterback pressure.
Across coming in, Dylan
Pass
McGuire.
intended for Alex Palmer, falls incomplete.
Thinking about another pick back there. Got to the
He was.
corner,
McGuire
just
in on the coverage.
ran out of real
Third and goal
estate.
to go.
Dylan reading that route well. He was on top of it. Really had no chance.
Helps that Timmy Kraus got him right on the quarterback.
For sure.
Pressure him. Timmy Kraus is having quietly a very good game today.
Yeah, we've talked about the defensive line. You know, they just kind of continue to quietly do stuff, and we sometimes, forget to mention those guys. So Timmy and Chuck and Michael Tobin and others doing a nice job up front. Court in the shotgun. He'll drop back once again, and he's
Oh,
going to get
nice hit.
blown up.
Nice hit. Right there.
Michael
Quarterback is
Tobin.
sacked in
Michael
the
Tobin.
backfield
Monster
by
sack.
Michael Tobin.
Tobin comes off his edge, and he is untouched.
Blind side. Number 8 didn't know what hit him.
Thrown for an 8-yard loss.
If you are looking for a play to rewind later, that is the one. Top of the list. Go to the third quarter, 6:50 remaining in the game, and take a
Fourth
look.
down and goal to go from the
At that.
17.
Looks
Now they're gonna
like
kick it.
we were talking beginning of the game.
And Cam Court appears to be attempting a field goal out of the hold of Alex Palmer.
Court certainly making it from 30-35 easy in
He
warm-ups.
was. He's definitely feeling that hit.
So Court ball's down, kick is up, and it is good
And Court's kick is up and good.
with room to spare.
6:27 remaining in the third quarter. The score is now the Wildcats 17, Mohawks 6.
Forcing a field goal there, Brett, feels like a win for the Mohawks.
I agree. First and goal. Weston had no problems driving right down the field, and then the defense with their backs against the goal.
When you think about
Made
the
some
defense being
plays.
out there for 5 minutes, 33 seconds of the third quarter, it's the only possession of the half so far. Drive all the way down the field. Their first and goal from the 10, and they end up kicking a 30-plus yard field goal. Definitely a win for the defense. Let's see if the offense can ride some of that momentum. Cut into this lead. Make the fourth quarter very, very interesting here at Welch Stadium.
And Dylan McGuire, Matt Noonan drops back deep for the Mohawks. Received the kick from number 8, Cam Court.
Paul Eaton, Wes Cote, our cameraman, getting things done for us tonight.
Paul, he's doing a great job again tonight.
Wes is always great. Do a lot of games with Wes, multiple sports. Paul Eaton, Brett McGowan giving you the play-by-play color and statistics tonight. Mohawks trail by 9, about to get the ball halfway through the third. Looking to get something going offensively. Kick is off. It's a good one deep to the corner. Noonan's going to collect that.
Noonan at the 15.
Cuts up to the 25 where he'll be dropped.
Two of the Weston players on the far side of the field ran into each other, and they're both down right now. Well, they're getting up slowly.
They are up. A lot going on in special teams when that ball goes up in the air. Certainly,
Tackle was made by number 26, David Rodriguez.
if you've ever played sports, Brett,
Mohawks begin this drive first and 10
those
from the
contact
28.
plays with your own players are sometimes the worst ones. I don't care what the
They
sport is. Sometimes you see it in baseball, you see it in softball. And those are the scariest ones that you really have a lot of concern about. So hopefully those guys are okay. Mohawks will get set. They spread things out here.
Again, Lincoln Hart, one-on-one here.
Yeah, one's on an island with Lincoln Hart. Let's see if Owen looks for him. Hands off. It's going to be to Halloran. And Halloran's going to try to at least get back to the line of scrimmage. He might even have gained a half a yard there.
Hit by a host of Wildcats.
So running right down the middle.
Pick up about a yard, second down and
They seem
9.
to be keying now, the defense, on Halloran and his running, so maybe it's time for Owen to do some quick passes.
We talked about it against Blackstone Millville. We're kind of waiting for the play action. I've set them up with the run, set them up with the run. And you've mentioned Lincoln Hart at the bottom of the screen. He's got a nice matchup one-on-one. Just got to wonder if Owen's going to spot that and try to take advantage of it. But there's little. I mean, there's not even safety help on this side of the field. He is.
Nothing.
Oh, looks like they got.
Owen
Let's
on the
see.
key. He's got 77 to jump.
Let's see if they got them to jump or if somebody moved on the Mohawks.
It looked to me like it was on Weston.
They're going to talk about it, but I suspect we're going to be moving in the right direction
There's a
here.
flag down. Hold on, we'll see which way it's going here.
Oh, false start on the
They're going to
Mohawks.
call legal procedure offside against the Mohawks. Back them up 5 yards. Repeat second down.
So Mohawks guilty of
Make it
the
second down at 14.
false start infraction. It's going to cost them 5. That's been kind of the story of late, Brad. Just positive play, negative play, positive play, negative play. They've really got to get something going here.
Put yourself in a hole.
So
Again, Lincoln Hart, single coverage right here, bump and run.
Owen drops back, looks, crossing pattern, and there's a flag.
There we go. And Dylan McGuire is down.
So McGuire across the
Pass
middle,
intended for Dylan McGuire.
kind of gets a,
Falls incomplete. Number
like
10,
he's got
Ryan
a
Hinckley in
cramp.
on the coverage.
yeah.
And there was a timeout on the field for injured player.
So Dylan McGuire will get looked at, going to stretch out that leg. We'll take a break, we'll be right back.
Pass interference.
That looks like enough.
Pass interference called against the Wildcats.
First down on the penalty.
15-yard penalty marked off gives the Mohawks a first down.
So the referees reset the ball. The chain gang will move. Dylan's still being stretched out. So they'll continue to work on him. Oh, Mohawks are thinking about breaking the huddle. They
can't do that yet. Dylan is still down.
I like the
Number
eagerness.
34.
Yeah, I don't know if they could play around him. So Dylan's going to get
Be a good
a
distraction.
couple extra minutes here. It looks like somewhat worked that out. Dylan's gonna
Have a nice hand for Dylan McGuire.
head off. Owen's gonna check in with his OC, offensive coordinator, and head back to the huddle.
1st and 10 for the Mohawks, ball sitting in their own 39.
So Mohawks get pretty positive change of field position here.
Dylan off the field here, getting some water. This is Pat Halloran time here, but it looks like they've got 8 guys in the box here.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's not gonna be easy sledding, but Halloran is gonna get the ball. Heads to off the tight end, and there's a bunch
Pat
of
Halloran, the ball carrier.
Wildcats there to greet
Ryan
him.
Hinckley.
That is not gonna be a
Assisted
big
by
game.
51
Maybe a
Lorenzo
yard and a
Tanzi.
half.
Looks like you got 2.
I was gonna say they might credit him with the 2. I move that box up a little further. See, the box guy
Gain of a
threw
couple,
me.
2nd down 8.
Yep.
He was back a yard, so you're always Johnny on the spot with those, Brett. So I trust you, not the box guy. Appreciate the volunteers over there working the chain gang tonight. So Mohawks on the short side of the field near us. Halloran in the backfield. It's kind of in his spot tonight. Caulfield back to throw. Got some defenders in his face.
Go, JoJo.
Looks like Matt Noonan ran the
That's in the
route,
vicinity.
stopped,
Matt Noonan.
and
Ball's incomplete.
stopped
Yeah,
premature.
little off
Joseph Bengali on the coverage for the Wildcats.
different pages there.
3rd
for-
down and 8.
for Noonan and Caulfield.
Looks like Weston made an adjustment at halftime where they moved 77 to inside on the defensive line.
Mohawks have been running a lot of that in between the tackles off center,
Right.
and now they put him in a spot to make an impact there.
Big 77 is opposite Timmy Kraus there.
So they spread him out. Caulfield back to throw. He'll throw it, and
Lincoln Hart went down.
Lincoln Hart.
Pass intended for Ryan Hart. Luke Steady on the coverage. Falls incomplete.
Yeah, that ball
4th down and 8 for the Mohawks.
well to the sideline. Lincoln, not much of a chance there. So with
4th and 8.
down, 4:11 remaining in the 3rd. See what the Mohawks opt to do here.
Looks like we're going to punt. Brody Barrett's back there to receive
Brody
it.
Barrett drops back in punt formation for the Mohawks.
Brody is indeed getting
Back
set up
deep for
for the
Wildcats,
punt.
number 2, Alex Palmer.
Brody gets it, kicks it.
Oh, wow.
It is short
Wow.
and towards us.
Wow. That was almost
And
all the
Kick
way up
goes out of
here.
bounds. Knocked off at the Wildcat 49.
So that was a 10-yard punt.
Yeah, coach.
Not what we wanted.
Yeah, certainly
Timeout for injury on the field.
another cramping player. This time it's a Wildcat. A lot of these high school varsity players, Brett, playing both sides of the ball. You know, small rosters, large rosters. A lot of these coaches, tend to run the same handful of guys out on both sides, and it's a pretty tall task.
It is, it is. I know Timmy Kraus, I saw him with 4 Gatorades yesterday, so I know Timmy, after last week, is doing a good job hydrating.
Yeah, it's, I'm sure coaches and the athletic trainer are, preaching hydration. And while we're talking about the athletic trainer, let's give John Driscoll a quick mention here, the athletic trainer for Miller Sports. John Driscoll does a lot of great work. If you don't know who he is, just
7 hand for
find
Owen
your way
Hart.
to a ball field. He's there somewhere, overseeing student athletes for the high school here. We appreciate his efforts. Also a good time to thank the administration for allowing us to be here to bring you this game. It only starts with Superintendent Robert Mullaney, Athletic Director
So
Derek
the ball was
Finney,
moved up to the Mohawk 41 where it went out of
Principal
bounds on the
Patrick
sideline.
Nash, and of course, Head Coach
Wildcat begin this drive 1st and 10.
Shoemaker, allowing us to be here, bring you the game. Enjoy a little Mohawk football wherever you are.
4:04 left here in the third quarter. Mohawks need a big stop.
Defense has bent but not broken. Really for the last getting on kind of 2 quarters, really about it. From this point in the second quarter, I really felt like their intensity, the defensive line work, it's all been there, but you're right. We are kind of at this crossroads here where you've got a chance. You're in this game, but certainly time and a score here could really work against you. If you're a Mohawk.
Weston is down a player on the field, and they're now bringing somebody out, but I would think that they'd be less than 10 seconds left.
Yeah, they're going to snap this pretty quick. Well, it's the center, so that's kind of a
need him.
Pivotal role. So the center gets there. He gets it to Court. He fakes the handoff. They connect in the flat, and it looks like they're going to get close to the first down marker.
Pass is complete to Ryan Hinckley.
Let's see if they get those chains moving. They
it's like
do.
Matt Noonan.
Taking down by Matt Noonan.
So hurry up offense from the Wildcats here.
Gain of 9, 2nd and 1.
Court in the backfield. He's throwing. They go to 11, 1-on-1. Jacob Smith makes the tackle.
Pass is complete to Luke Betty. Tackle made by Jacob Smith.
I knew eventually they had to throw that way. The cushion being given by Jacob, and then Jacob made the play.
Yeah, Jacob, he's certainly freshman again in his first start has had a good game. He's done
the Mohawk 21.
Certainly, now the Wildcats will huddle up briefly. Court will send them right back. Looks like Longacre in the backfield. He'll take the handoff, cuts to the middle, and he'll be taken down.
Timmy Krause with it looked like a shoestring tackle there.
Yeah, Timmy just reached out.
Longacre in the carry.
Use those big arms and shoulders that will get him around the legs. Keep that to a minimal gain. Only picks up about 3, maybe 4 there. Clock continues
Tripped up
to
by number
tick.
60, Chuck Smith. Gain of 4. 2nd and 6.
It's like Weston's using the clock to their advantage now.
Oh, without
taking
question.
A little longer.
They've slowed down. I think the hurry up there for a moment was really just to maybe catch the Mohawks off. But running the ball, eating up clock, taking their time. They've established a pace to the game. Court's going to fake the handoff and pass. In the flat, it's caught. Right about the 10-yard line, maybe inside. It's probably going to set up 1st and goal.
First and goal, coach. First and goal. Oh, no, we haven't.
Check that. Must be just outside the 10. So
The ball was just inside the Mohawk 10-yard line.
Now the
chains. Goal to go for the Wildcats.
The chain gang is deceiving me over there, Brett. Went to go get set up, and then said, no, we don't need to set up. We'll put these down.
It is getting dark, and it is the other side of the field, so totally understandable.
Absolutely, absolutely.
I have noticed this half, every time 8 goes back, the Mohawks are getting a hit on them.
Yeah, the pressure's there. They're just doing a nice job. Short passes. No bottom of screen. Number 1, Luke Betty.
Jet sweep here.
And keep them out. Let's see who that is.
Weston players are starting to talk.
Alex Palmer on the carry.
And it looks like Mohawks are going to get a flag here. Well, doing a lot of yapping, and the Stripes were letting it go.
It started on the tackle. I think the Wildcats took exception to the Mohawk defender staying on the player on the ground for an extra second. Brody Barrett is going to get a play off here, and that is likely a referee telling him to take a break.
Yes, the Mohawks half the distance to the goal.
The ball looks like it's up. Yeah, thanks.
So
2nd down and goal to go from the 4.
So ball inside the 5.
Brody's kind of lucky that he didn't get tossed there because it looked like he was throwing his arm at the player on the other side.
Well, I think the Wildcats urged him to do something silly, and he did.
He took the bait.
Yep. I guess the fortunate news is half the yards to the goal wasn't much, but Mohawks got some work to do here. 2nd and goal from the 4. It's not the court. He rolls out. Gonna look to throw. He throws it wide open in the back of the end zone.
And wide open in the end zone for the touchdown. Cam Court to number 4, Colin Shorter.
So Shorter makes the catch that expands the lead to 23, pending the extra point. Mohawks.
And again, number 8, Cam Court will attempt the extra point for the Wildcats out of the hold of Alex Palmer.
Mohawks certainly playing hard and defending. Wildcats with an impressive drive, just burn them down.
Use the clock, got it down.
Got a whistle before the
And the
kick.
kick is up and good.
I heard that
19
too. I
seconds remaining
don't
in the
quite.
third quarter.
That must have been an
Wildcats
inadvertent
24, the
whistle.
Mohawks 6.
So the Mohawks will get ready for the kickoff, trailing 24-6. 19 seconds remain here in the third. Coach Shoemaker to kind of get his team together, focused, and see if they can win the quarter and just build on this game. Certainly still have a chance in this one, but right now you just like to see some positive football.
Get the offense going. See if we can score, get back in the game here, and build for next week.
So we are just about ready to resume action here. Mohawks get into position. Noonan and McGuire back to receive the kickoff. Cam Court will do the honors for the Wildcats. We have our whistle. We'll spread them out. We'll get ready. Looks like Cam's setting up for something maybe a little shorter.
Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing.
2-yard step back. And he just punches it up to the midfielder, and he is going to be hit.
And a flag.
So we'll see if he
Immediate flag on the play.
fair catched it.
Yeah, he
Fair
fair
caught
catch.
signal and
and
tackled him
then got
anyway.
hit.
So
That short kick was fielded by Pat Halloran.
I see the referee signaling towards the Wildcat side. Flag. Pick up the flag.
And the Weston coach is out talking to Pat Halloran.
I think he's saying, hey, we didn't do that.
Definitely a fair catch.
Hopefully didn't do that on purpose. I think that would probably be the messaging right here. You know,
Yeah,
we
a little
respect
bit
you.
higher on it,
We're not
yeah.
trying to hurt you. No mark off 15. Give the Mohawks some pretty good field position here.
Dead ball foul. Personal foul against the Wildcats.
Out to
Notches the ball
R49
all
here,
the
the
way down to
Mohawk
the
49.
Mohawk 49
Good field
yard line.
position again. Lincoln Hart, single coverage, no safety.
Yeah, at some point you may have to take a chance to try to get him something he can high point and get a chunk play here. Jim Wilcom, the coach of the Wildcats, with a nice gesture we should mention. So they're going to hand it off to Halloran. He's going to be met at the line.
And he still pushed
Pat
through.
Halloran, the ball carrier for the Mohawks.
Long whistle there, but they do eventually blow that play dead. Halloran picks up a
First wrapped
couple,
up by number 51,
and it has
Lorenzo
become
Tanzi.
awfully tough sledding in there. Inside, Brett. I think you're right. Some adjustments on the line have really
And that is the end of the third quarter, folks.
kind of cut down on the room for that inside run game. So we have reached the end of the third quarter with the score 24-6 in favor of the Weston Wildcats. We'll be right back to start the fourth.
Lincoln Hart on the far side of the field again.
So Mohawks get set. Caulfield in the shotgun, joined by Pat Halloran. Dylan McGuire, good to see him back on the field. Wide receiver closest to us, bottom of your screen. Referees are going to talk it over here for a quick second. I think maybe in the wrong spots. I think they just rotated Brett. I don't know what happened there, but the back judge resumes his spot. Here comes the pressure. Caulfield throws. Ball's high, incomplete.
And guess who he was looking for? Lincoln Hart.
Yeah, so he
Pass was intended.
targets
Number 5,
Lincoln
Lincoln.
along the seam. Passes high. Forced high by the pressure.
Number 1, Luke Betty in on the coverage. Incomplete pass brings up a 3rd down and 8 for the Mohawks.
It's certainly,
It was good protection, though, because Owen had the time.
Yeah,
It
look,
was closing in on him.
yeah, they definitely were getting in. I think just hands up and shrink in the pocket, forced the maybe not the follow through he wanted on the pass, unable to get it to Lincoln. I kind of expected a pass to Lincoln would be more of a flag route based on his one-on-one coverage. They're going to flush, go off-field and tackle him for the
And the
loss.
quarterback was sacked in the backfield by number 10, Ryan Hinckley.
So Hinckley gets home. Mohawks will get pushed back here on 4th down. Kind of getting into that place where kind of got to go.
Loss of 8 yards. It brings up a 4th down and 18 for the Mohawks.
And Owen talking it over at the OC, so it looks like they will go for it here on 4th down. And what I would think is what, 16?
I have it.
15 maybe?
About 16 yards. You're correct.
So, see, Mohawks talking. It's hard to break the huddle, and then went back and said, "Oh, let's talk about some more." Now Barasano will head up, so not going to be a long snap.
Owen in the shotgun.
So McGuire at the bottom of the screen. Wonder if we're going to see something over the top here. Let's see if they can get it to Dylan. Dylan cuts to the middle. Caulfield steps up. He's going to be hit. Ball's out. Mohawks recover.
And Caulfield is hit in the backfield. Loose ball recovered by the Mohawks.
That recovery by Joe Barasano, the center.
But the Wildcats will take over.
So Wildcats will take over deep in Mohawk territory at the 37-yard line. 10:34 remaining. And the mystery starting to fade in this one.
1st and 10 for the Wildcats. Ball sitting at the Mohawk 37.
So
Looks like a war formation here.
interesting formation.
Yeah, let's run the ball.
And Weston is going to pitch it to the outside. Can't quite get to 12 on that initial. I think 64 had a shot for the Mohawks.
Joseph Ngazi. Ball carrier to the Wildcats.
Pretty conservative play there, Brett.
Gain it for
from the
2nd and 6.
Wildcats. See if they're more interested in clock.
I believe they are. Chew the clock.
Little respect for your opponent's always nice to see. We don't always see that in high school sports, Brett. I know you know firsthand. Some of these coaches are incentivized to run the score up. Point differential and things like that, I think, are a real thing in Massachusetts high school sports. And speak for myself when I say I don't always agree with that.
There you go.
So the handoff.
Timmy Kraus again.
Tackle by Timmy, yeah, as you mentioned, and
Matthew Longacre on the carry.
looks like no
Tripped up at
gain
the
on
line
that
of
end
scrimmage.
around. Bring up 3rd down at about 6.
Little to no gain on the play.
call it 5.
You were talking about the power rankings, and the maximum you can get in high school is a plus 14 with a win. So you could run it up as much as you want, but you only get 14 points.
3rd down and 6.
Well, it's good to know. I didn't know that. Certainly, I think that's the right thing, right? I mean, you know, we see some pretty lopsided scores out there, and of course, if you're in a league like ours, you're playing some pretty tough schools, tough divisions.
Timeout on the field called by the
Yeah, you do.
Wildcats.
These student athletes have from a small town in Millis, D5, D8 here, almost always playing a team higher in a higher division.
Always playing in a school that's bigger than you.
That's for sure. So
8:53. That timeout was called by Weston.
So Weston will back onto the field. As we mentioned, 3rd and about 5. Go back into their running
3rd down and 6 for the
formation.
Wildcats.
A war formation.
Send it around the end.
There again, Jacob Smith.
Jacob starting to
Number
feel.
1, Luke Betty on the carry.
He's definitely feeling
First hit by number 11,
like he
Jacob
belongs.
Smith.
Nice play again by Jacob.
No gain on the play.
So
Brings up
that'll
the 4th
bring
down.
up 4th down.
That was Jacob's 5th tackle this half.
Yeah, Jacob's had a nice half. He's certainly stepped up, getting an opportunity in part due to some injuries, and he has made the most of it. I think certainly Coach Shoemaker has to be happy what he's seen from his young freshman in that cornerback spot. So Weston will spread it out here, and they're going to get 61 on the end for the Mohawks.
Offsides against the Mohawks.
And I apologize, folks. We don't have 61 on our roster, so we're not quite sure if there was a jersey change, but we do not know that player's name. So we would love to tell you. All we can tell you is number 61 of the Mohawks, who's had a nice game.
He has.
And we've mentioned the number a few times, but haven't been able to tie a name to it.
5-yard penalty brings up a 4th down and 1.
So Mohawks make the task of getting the ball back here a little bit more difficult here on 4th and short.
I'm thinking number 61, if I were to look down on our sideline there, would be Lane Garish.
Lane Garish. Well,
That's who I'm thinking it is.
Lane, if you're listening, and it is you, you've had a nice game.
Okay, war formation.
Now we're going to see who wants it more here. They're going to pitch it and kick it outside. He's got some room. Certainly going to get to that 1st down marker, turn around the corner. They bump him out of bounds. Does he
Holding.
get in?
There is a flag.
Alex Palmer on a carry around the right end.
See what the call is
I
here.
believe it's holding. Holding Dylan McGuire.
So the Wildcats may be
Flag down on
moving
the play.
backwards
Didn't see it.
here. Nullify a huge gain. To set up 1st and goal
Nullified
from the 1, maybe. And there was no signal. But so I think he was short of the line to gain, or the goal line, but not by much, maybe a half yard. But they're going to back him up here, set up a 4th down, and
And 11, I think.
Holding against the
4th down
Wildcats
and-
backs him up 10.
4th
Ball
and
actually
8.
from the point of the foul.
so,
Takes
Looks
a
like
4th
they're
down and
going to
7.
punt.
and Weston will send out Court to kick one more time.
This is a situation right now where
Cam
you should
Short
send the
drops back
house
in punt
after the
formation for
punter.
Wildcats.
Not much real estate behind
Might
you.
want to dial something up here. They are coming. Oh,
Allen was almost there.
yeah. Halloran got in. It might have disrupted.
And the punt goes out of bounds.
So that was about a 12-yard punt.
Yeah, I was going to say, not much.
Mohawks take over on their own 26.
Not sure what happened there, but Pat Halloran comes in from the corner and almost gets to it. Just as you were saying, dial something up. Well, they dialed up the captain.
That they did. So we have the ball on our 26 here.
Just slightly better field position than.
Looks like Weston is having trouble getting out there and getting ready. Not sure why the Mohawks aren't trying to get a playoff.
Looks like Weston may be rolling out some of the non-starters here at this stage of the game. Maybe that's where some of that confusion is coming from. Boy, heck of a tackle there, though. Whistle blew before the ball came out.
Pat Halloran, the ball carrier, met right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, Pat Halloran, the ball carrier, and he is slow to get up.
He lost 2 there.
That'll give a couple back. He has had a tremendous game out of the running back position. Really kind of took over that
Met by
role
number 66,
in the second
Owen
half.
Hawks. Lost a couple yards of the play, second down 12.
Clock ticks down to 6:30 remaining here at Welch Memorial Stadium. So Mohawks stack them to the bottom. Halloran in the backfield.
Alan McGuire up
Weston
top.
backs off Caulfield to throw. Flushed a little, throws high.
Over Jacob's head.
Yeah, looking for Jacob Smith in the middle there. He was
Pass
open.
intended of number 11, Jacob Smith, falls incomplete. Brings up a third down and 12.
So Jacob looking to add to his solid day with a reception there. Boy, would have been nice to see him catch that. So Owen talk it over with his crew here on 3rd and long. So Caulfield in the shotgun.
Look at it, Dylan McGuire here, single coverage.
Yeah, McGuire 1-on-1 at the bottom of your screen.
No safety
He
high.
heads off. Caulfield looking the other way. He's going to target
Jacob
Jacob Smith.
Smith.
He's got it. Smith
His first
just
catch.
short
Complete to Jacob Smith.
He has had a heck of a game.
first down marker. So,
Taken down immediately by Alex Palmer.
so Brett, clearly the play called for number 11.
It clearly was.
And he makes the play. Sets up a 4th and short.
Gain of 10.
This is some
Brings
of,
up a fourth down and
some
2.
of what we talked about, trying to finish the game strong, get some reps in, get some people the ball that, maybe not normally targeted. And some of this shows up a little later in the season when you need it.
Yes. Get him some confidence. Pat Halloran, single back.
Mohawks punch it up a little. See if they
I
try to
would
run
be.
something off tackle here. Now they're going to cut it up the middle, and Halloran's going to be
didn't get it.
mad. He's not going to get
Pat
it.
Halloran on the
It's kind
carry.
of predictable there. Whereas you had the
Met by
punch
number
here and only
33,
one
Tony
guy over here.
Kickoff.
I would have thrown a quick pass.
Yeah, you figure bunch at the bottom, and you run counter to that. Boy, you put your offensive line on an island here. Let's see where they mark it. Looks like there's some question. We may see the chain gang come out and measure this. It is close. I thought Wildcats stopped it, but it looks like line judge is going to head over there.
like
Just a
it's
time
short.
out for a measurement to be sure.
Based on where the box is, it looks like they got it, so it's maybe a favorable spot for the Mohawks.
I'm still thinking it's inches short, Paul.
Always hard to tell from 60 yards away. So they put the marker down.
Oh, first down.
First down.
First down, Mohawks.
Wildcats are in a little bit of disbelief here. They thought they stopped it. Mohawks being urged to huddle. There's a lot of emotion on both sides.
That there is.
So we'll see what's going to happen here. I mean, they signaled first down. I think the box is going to flip to 1. He hasn't done it yet. I guess it's kind of,
First down. He just signaled first down, Mohawks.
so they're going to move the chain.
And Jacob Smith is on the sidelines. The pads are off and being checked out by the trainer.
Well, hopefully Jacob is okay.
First down from the Mohawks.
Made his
First and 10
catch.
from the
He's played an awful lot of football.
36.
First real game at the varsity level, so.
Hate to see him. He's in a little bit of pain. Hate to see him hurt.
Noonan on the carry. He's hit
Halloran
in
on
the
the carry, met in
backfield
the
and then met by a
backfield.
couple more Wildcats. Looks like one of them is a little bit banged up. We'll see if they sent him off.
Loss of a couple yards on the play.
So Wildcats a little fired up there, feeling like they were victimized by a spot. Either way, we tick down to about 4:30 remaining.
Matt Noonan coming off the field.
Second down and 12.
So Noonan comes off, 34 checks in. So Mohawks will spread it out. Mohawks drop back. Caulfield's flushed up, and he is going to be sacked again. This time number
Quarterback
51,
sacked in the backfield.
Lorenzo
Number
Tanzi.
51, Lorenzo Tanzi. Loss of 3 yards.
So
Third down and 15.
Mohawks with their short roster can ill afford injuries here. Certainly don't like to see sacks and things of that nature. So with 3:12, 3:11 remaining here in the contest, third down, Caulfield will head out. See if they can pick up a first down. Keep the ball and get a couple additional offensive reps in here. Caulfield in the shotgun. Can't tell who that is next to him. He kicks out. Caulfield back to throw. He airs it out. McGuire unable to get to
And
it.
there's a flag. Yes, a
Pass
flag.
intended for Dylan
Pass
McGuire.
interference.
Defended by number 4, Colin Shorter. Flag on play.
So McGuire gets hit before the ball gets there.
The pass interference against the Wildcats.
So
While we have a little stop in the action while the referees figure this out, I want to take this opportunity to thank the referees for tonight's game, the officials. Thank you, gentlemen. Without you, we wouldn't be here. We appreciate it.
all right, Mohawk fans, welcome back.
15-yard penalty
Ball's
results
been-
in a Mohawk first down.
Ball's been moved. Mohawks have the first down.
First and 10
At
from
their
their own 46.
46-yard line.
Mohawk, yeah.
Caulfield back to pass.
So Caulfield in the shotgun. Takes a snap, drops back. They break through the line. Caulfield beats it, throws it up, and
Almost.
just out of the reach
Dylan
of McGuire
McGuire.
running down the seam.
Caulfield's pass intended for Dylan McGuire. Number 3, Xavier Simmons in on the coverage.
McGuire not able to get
Incomplete pass.
too much separation. Ball a bit overthrown.
Second down and 10.
Nice play by Caulfield. Breaks free of the initial contact, steps up in the pocket confidently, and really throws a good ball
He
downfield.
did, and Dylan had a chance for it.
Sure did. Well, certainly what we've seen from Weston is they're willing to play some one-on-one. They're daring you to go, throw it downfield. They'd rather kind of stay in the box, manage the run game. They've done a much better job of that in the second half. We talked about Pat Allen's 110 in the first half. I don't think he's anywhere near, that production in the second half. Caulfield back
Going
to throw
to pass
again. Gonna throw it down the sideline this time, and it's caught.
And a flag.
Let's see what the
Pass
call
is
is
complete.
here.
There's a flag
Lincoln
down.
Hart on the
Pass is
catch.
complete to Lincoln Hart. Hold on a second.
So we've been talking about that flag route down the sideline. Caulfield throws a nice ball. The question is, did Lincoln push off? Maybe create some of that separation.
Well, everybody seems to be walking towards on the Weston side here.
They certainly
And
are.
the coach is arguing his case.
Coverage was
Again,
pretty. I would think the Mohawks are just going to decline and take the result of the play.
Oh, it might be added on. It depends.
Oh, that's true.
If it's
true.
unsportsmanlike conduct, which we've seen a lot out of Weston here.
Well, they do. You know, a lot of these teams we play every year. Weston's one of them. You know, familiarity breeds a little bit of nonsense, I guess.
Pass interference.
So we got, let's see, personal foul,
Personal
defense.
foul.
Defense.
There you
Against the
go.
Wildcats.
Against
Holy
Weston.
moly.
Wow.
Wow. Just hard to, you know, you're up
That pass play
18.
covered up 26 yards.
There's
Add
2
on to
minutes
15.
remaining in the game. You give up a pass play with a good quarterback.
Mohawks have a first and 10 from the 15-yard line of the Wildcats.
So chain gang a little slow to get into position, so the referee is waiting for them. They are set. We have the whistle, and Caulfield sets up. First and 10, drops back, and he's going to be hit
sacked.
and sacked. That is number
And another quarterback sack in the
66.
backfield.
That is Owain Hawks.
Number 66, Owain Hawks. Loss of 8. Second and 18.
So Mohawks will regroup here. Certainly committed to the pass. Wildcats know that, so they're bringing pressure on every play. So some of these young players learning on the fly here. So Caulfield in the underneath the center. Comes back, fakes the handoff, rolls out, has some room, stops,
Plants.
he's looking. Now he's going to cut back the other way. Boy, Owen moving pretty good. Now he hurls it up, and that is more or
Incomplete.
less
Going to
defended by Lincoln Hart.
again.
Well, Lincoln Hart in the neighborhood.
Yeah,
I
defended
think
the
Owen
end
just
zone
kind of
for
threw
Lincoln
it up.
Hart.
He did, hoping that Lincoln.
Lincoln's
Ball's
had two
incomplete.
choices, catch it or knock
Pick
it
up a
down.
third down and
And, he
18.
went with the latter, which was wise. There was a couple Wildcats right there ready to make the interception. So, brings up a third down. Minute 6 remaining in this one. A couple attempts into the end zone here if they can get them off. Caulfield spreads them out.
Again, Dylan McGuire down,
Yeah,
single
Dylan.
coverage.
And they are basically daring him to throw there.
That's where I would be
Looks like he's
looking.
going to hand it off. And they meet that. That's
And Halloran
Halloran.
is dropped in the backfield.
So Pat will lose another yard or two there. Cutting into his very productive day.
Right. I would continue to force it down the field, try and score here, build some
Dropped in the
momentum
backfield by number 21.
for next week, as well as
Damani
take some
Williams.
points away from
Gotta believe-
Weston for
believe-
the power
Lost another
ranking.
yard.
Yeah,
He's
I'm
at
sorry,
4th down
Brad. I
and
was going to say, I
19.
got to believe Coach Shoemaker maybe thinking a little off-pace draw play, springs Halloran, adds maybe a touchdown to his day. But Wildcats up to the task. I tend to agree with you. Certainly likely last play of the game here for the Mohawks. Certainly think this will be in the end zone, probably in the Pat Halloran, Dylan McGuire at the bottom of your screen area. They're going to run kind of in the same route. The ball's in their direction, and it falls
And the pass falls incomplete.
And that
And
is
that's
the
the ball
game.
game.
Clock runs
Knocked down
out.
by Alex Palmer.
So the Mohawks will fall in this one by a
And
final
that's the
score
end
of
the ball game,
24 to
folks. Final
6.
score, the Wildcats 24 and the Mohawks
There were a
6.
lot of there were positives to take away here. With the running game in the first half with Pat Halloran. There's a lot of things to build on for next week against Case.
Yeah, absolutely. Mohawks will take the show on the road after 2 home games, and look to to again build on this experience. New system, new coach. Lots of young players, so they're learning on the fly.
That they are.
Experienced Weston team up to the test, and really just nice mix of running and throwing. Certainly led by their senior quarterback, Cam Court. So congratulations to them, and. One last time, final score here, 24 to 6 in favor of Weston. Mohawks will fall to 1-1. For Brett McGowan, Wes Cote, I'm Paul Ayton. Thank you for watching, and we will see you next time.